Hello viewers, you're welcome to IDC Learning Center YouTube channel. I'll be doing something quite interesting today for those of you preparing for common entrance, better still, those competitive exams like Loyola, St. Francis, etc. I'll be solving some challenging questions. Yeah, I call these questions back-breaking questions. I'm going to start from the very beginning as I will be looking at basic operations involving whole numbers. For today's class, I will be looking at addition and subtraction. For those of you that think you can solve addition and subtraction problems, I want you to join me in class. Trust me, at the end of this lesson, you won't remain the same again. Alright, to get started, we will be looking at some back-breaking questions in the four operations on whole numbers. When I talk about four operations on whole numbers here, I mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Come to think of it, a lot of people feel questions involving addition and subtraction, they are always very, very easy. Well, look at these questions. Question 1. The sum of two numbers is 90. Their difference is 18. What are the numbers? Okay? I'm going to underline the key points here. Sum, two numbers, difference. Okay? The two numbers were not given. So the first thing you need to do is to think of any letters of your choice, use them to represent these unknown numbers. Alright, so I'm going to work with S and Y. You can choose to use A and B, M and N, or any letters you are very, very comfortable with. So using X and Y, let X and Y represent these two numbers. The first sentence says the sum. Remember, sum means plus. The sum of two numbers is this. So the two numbers being represented with X and Y, X plus Y will give me 90. The second sentence, their difference. Difference here means minus in mathematics. Their difference is 18. So X minus Y equals 18. Now, what are the numbers? Remember, I've represented the numbers with X and Y. So they are asking us to solve and find what X and Y represent. So I'm going to start by adding up the equations. Here, X plus X will give me 2X. Plus Y minus Y, what will it give us? 0. Let me give you an example of that. It's just like saying plus 5 minus 5. No, it's going to give you 0. Okay? Plus 5 is the same as 5. So, same thing is applicable here. Now, since plus Y minus Y will give us 0, that means I've eliminated Y. Okay? So, 2x equals, I can now sum up the right hand side. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 10. I have 108. Okay? At this point, 2x equals 108. To get the value of x, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 because 2 is the coefficient of x so that x can be on its own or can stand alone. Alright? So I'm dividing the left hand side by 2. I'll do the same for the right hand side. 2 cancel 2. X therefore will give me 10 divided by 2 is 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 108 divided by 2 will give me 54. I've gotten the first number, which is x. Alright? Now, to get the second number, let's look at the first equation. Remember I said from the question, the sum of two numbers, x plus y equals 90. Now, I've gotten x as 54. Plus, the second number is represented by y equals 90. To get the second number, which is y, you simply collect like terms. To collect my like terms, I need to move 54 to the right hand side to meet his brother, which is 90, alright? So at the left hand side, I have y standing alone here. Move 54 to the right hand side. As 54 crosses this equals to sign to meet 90, 54, which is a positive number, we change to a negative number, it becomes minus 54 at the right hand side. To get y, you simply subtract 54 from 90. Borrow 1 from 9, this is 8. If you borrow 1 from 9, you have 8, put the 1 here, this will be 10. 10 minus 4 is what? 6. 8 minus 5 is 3. So the two numbers are 54, which is from here, and then 36. You can verify the answer. Just go to the equation where you have x, replace it with 54 plus 36, see if it will give you 90. Where you have x, replace it with 54 minus y as 36, and see if it will give you 18. Okay? If that satisfies what you have on the right hand side, that means what we've done is correct. Okay, now let's move over to the second question, question 2. The sum of two numbers is 261. One of them is 193. By how much is one greater than the other? The difference between question 2 and what we did in question 1 is that one of the number has been given as 193. So, the first thing we need to do is to think of how to get the other number that wasn't given. Remember, the sum of both of them give us 261. So the other number not given, I'm going to represent it with x as well. So x, the number not given, plus the number given 193 equals 261. Okay? Now at this point, I'm going to collect like terms so I can know what the other numbers stand for. To do that, I'll move plus 193 to the right hand side. 193 is a positive number. You can see the plus there. As it crosses to the right hand side, the plus will change to minus. So we'll have x equals 261 minus 193. Okay, let's do the subtraction. 261 minus 193. 1 minus 3 is not possible. So I'm going to borrow 1 from 6. 6 becomes 5 now. Put the 1 here, 11. 11 minus 3 will give me 8. 5 minus 9 is not possible. So I'm going to borrow 1 from 2. 2 will now be 1. Put it here, it's 15 now, right? 15 minus 9 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I've gotten the other number. Okay? I've gotten the number as 68. So I have my two numbers. The first one is 193 and the second is 68. The question says, by how much is one greater than the other? So I'm going to put it this way. By how much is 193 greater than 68? To get that, I need to subtract. So 193 minus 68. Borrow 1 from 9, 9 becomes 8, put it here, 13. 13 minus 8, it will give us 5. 8 minus 6 is 2, bring down this one, so this is my answer. So, the bigger one is greater than the smaller one by 125. Okay, let's look at the third question. If you understand what I did here in the first question, that means we won't have problem with question 3. The sum of two numbers is 96, and their difference is 18. What are the numbers? Like I said, you can always represent the numbers with any letters of your choice. But I love working with x and y, so I'm going to use x and y as well. So the sum, let the two numbers be x and y. The sum simply means x plus y equals 96. And their difference means minus. X minus y equals 18. At this point, we need to sum up the equations. X plus x will give me 2x, plus y minus y will give me 0. Remember what I explained in example 1. Now let's sum this up. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4, you put 1 here, 9, 10, 11, 1, 1, 4. To get the value of x now, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Divide this side by 2. 2 cancel 2. X equals 11 divided by 2 will give me 5, remainder 1. Put it on top here. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So if you divide 114 by 2, you are going to get 57 as your answer. I've gotten one of the numbers. Alright? So if, look at this equation, or from the equation, if the sum of the two numbers, x plus y, equals 96. Now I know that one of the numbers, which is x, is 57. X is 57 plus, to get the second number y, equals to 96. Collect like terms. Simply move 57 to the right hand side to meet 96. If you do that, y will stand on its own at the left hand side. So y will give us 96. As 57 move to the right hand side, it will give me minus 57. So y will give me 96 minus 57. Borrow 1 from 9. This is 8, put it here, 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 8 minus 5 is 3. They ask us to find the numbers. I have them. The first number is 57. The second number is 39. So the numbers are 57 and 39. So you can see that the questions appeared back-breaking, but they are not after all. Let's go to the next question. Alright, so question 4. I'm going to read this question because of the reflection of the light. A number is as much greater than 31 as it is less than 81. What is a number? The number wasn't given, so I'm going to underline number. But we know that the number, unknown number, is as much greater than 31 as it is less than 30. So let the number be x. Since x is greater than 31, it's going to be minus x minus 31 equals, but the second part of the sentence says as it is less than 81. For the right hand side, x is less than 81, so it's going to be 81 minus x. Is that clear? X is greater than 31, that is why I'm subtracting 31. 81 is greater than x, that is why I'm subtracting x. Then the next thing is to collect like terms. Just rearrange them. This x at the left hand side, move this x at the right hand side to the left. As this x crosses this equals to sign, it changes to plus x equals to 81 is at the right hand side. Now move minus 31, which is at the left hand side, to the right hand side. As minus 31 crosses this equals to sign, it changes to plus 31. X plus x will give me 2x equals 81 plus 31. 1 plus 1 is 2. 8 plus 3 is 11, so 112. To get the number which is represented by x, we divide both sides by 2. Divide this side by 2. 2 cancels 2. 11 divided by 2 is 5, remainder 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the number being x equals 56. Alright? You can still verify our answer, right? So if the number is 56, 56 minus 31 equals 81 minus 56. See if you get the same value. Question 2 says, find a number which is as much less than 48 as it is greater than 16. The first sentence says that it is less than 48. If the number is x, since it's less than 48, that means 48 is greater. We now have 48 minus x. I'm representing it this way because the question says the number is less than 48 equals, then greater than 16 will be x plus, x is less than 48, x is greater than 16 will now be x, you subtract 16 from it. I hope this is clear. Okay? I'm subtracting 16 from x because x is greater than 16. I'm subtracting x from 48 because x is less than 48. At this point, you collect like terms, you rearrange, okay? So, 48 is at the left hand side. I'm going to move minus 16 to the left hand side. As minus 16 crosses the equals to sign to the left, the minus changes to plus 16. Now this is positive x. I'm going to move the negative x to the right hand side. As minus x crosses the equals to sign, it changes to plus x. So 46 plus 16. 8 plus 6 will give us 14. 4 carry 1. 4 plus 1, 5 plus that 1, 64 equals x plus x, 2x. To get the number, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 2 cancel 2. 2 into 64 is 32. So the number represented by x is 32. You can also verify the answer. Okay, 48 minus 32 equals 32 minus 16 should give you the same thing. Alright, now we are done with question 4, question 5. Let's look at question 6. For question 6, 15 added to a number makes it half a gross. What is a number? Now let's look at the meaning of this word here, gross. In mathematics, gross means 144. Okay, so 15 added to a number, let the number be x. So 15 added to a number added to x equals half a gross. Equals half a gross. So since gross is 142, half of this simply means divide by 2. 144 divided by 2 is 72. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so 72. So 15 added to the number equals half a gross is 72. I've interpreted it. So the next thing we need to do to get x, just collect like terms. Move 15 to the right hand side. 15 is a positive number. As it crosses this equals to sign, it changes to a negative number. So x equals 72 minus 15. X will give me, let's solve this, 72 minus 15. Borrow 1 from 7, 6, put it here, 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 6 minus 1 is 5. So the number being x is 57. Okay, I hope that is clear. Question 7. When half a number is increased by 15, the result is 39. What is the original number? When half a number is increased, okay, let the original number be x. But I like using x. Okay, let's say original number equals x. So when half of it is increased by 15, so half of x is increased by 15 means you add 15 to it. The result is 39. They want us to find the original number which are represented by x. I'm going to take this again. When half of a number is increased by this, so 1 over half of this x plus 15 equals this, according to the question. Half means times, so 1 over 2 times x. X times 1 times x will give me x. So what I have here is something as x over 2. 1 times x is x over 2 plus 15 equals 39. That's step 2. Step 3, you collect like terms. Remove plus 15 to the right hand side. So we have x divided by 2 equals 39 at the right hand side minus 15 because plus 15 has to move. Okay, so x over 2 equals 9 minus 5 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2, 24. X over 2, just bringing this up here, equals 24. All whole numbers have a denominator of 1. Now we'll cross multiply. Remember, whatever you use to multiply by 1 will give you back that same thing. So x times 1 will give me x equals 2 times 24 will give me 48. So the original number is 40. Let's look at question 8. What must be added to a quarter of 96 to make it 42? Let the number that must be added be x. So x plus a quarter, 1 over 4, means quarter. Okay? Of 96 equals 42. Alright? Using board maths, BODMAS, we need to solve off before plus. Remember, off means times, so I can write this as x plus 1 over 4 times 96 equals 42. So 4 here 1, how many times can 9 be divided by 4? It's 2 times remainder 1 because 2 times 4 is 8. 16, that's 1 and 6 is 16, divided by 4 is 4. So the new equation will be x plus 1 times 24. 24 equals to 42. To get the number that must be added now, collect like 10, move plus 24 to the right hand side. So x will give me 42 minus 24. Borrow 1 from 4. 4 is 3. Put it here, 12. 12 minus 4, 8. 3 minus 2, 1. So 18 must be added to a quarter of 96 to make it 42. Okay, now let's look at the next question. Question 9. Find the sum of a score, 3 dozen, and a gross. What is a score? In mathematics, score equals 20. Dozen equals 12. Gross equals 144. Okay? So score is 20, dozen is 12, gross is 144. Now let's look at the instruction. Find the sum of a score. Okay? Score, that's 20 plus 3 dozen. If a dozen is 12, 3 dozen you multiply 12 by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So 3 dozen is 3 times 12, which is 36. And a gross, which is 144. So you are made to sum them up. That's all. So 144, which is a score. 3 dozen, which is 36. Score, which is 20. Sum this up, you have 6 plus 4, 10. 0, you bring down 1. 4 plus 3, 7. Plus 2, 9. Plus 1, 10. 0, you bring 1. 1 plus 1. 200 is the right answer. Question 10. A boy added 12 instead of subtracting and got 56. So that means there is an original number. So instead of he intended to subtract and added 12, what was the right answer? Before we can solve for the right answer, we need to get the original number. To get the original number, we solve 56 minus the 12 he had added. A boy added 12. Let's subtract the 12 he added. 6 minus 2, 4. 5 minus 1, 4. So the original number, was 44, but you added 12 to get 56. Now we have the original number. The intention was to subtract 12, not to add. So the right answer will be 44. We can now subtract 12. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. So the right answer is 32. Right? Question 11 appears tricky. What is the smallest number that can contain whole score or whole dozen? There's something I always tell the kids I teach. Whenever you hear the word smallest, least, lowest, know that they are talking about LCM. So all we need to do is to look for the LCM of score and dozen. Okay? So, see there's a smallest. LCM. What is score? Score is 20. What is dozen? Dozen is 12. Think of the smallest number that can go. 2. 20 divided by 2, 10. 12 divided by 2, 6. 2 is not done with its work. 10 divided by 2, 5. 6 divided by 2, 3. Now we can use 3. 5, 1. 5, 1, 1. So the LCM here will give me 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. So the smallest number that can contain a score and a whole dozen is 60. A certain number taken from 98 gives the same answer as if that number had been added to 44. What is the number? Well, let the number be x. The number taken from 98 means 98. Take the number from 98. Give the same answer as the number added to 14. So x plus 14. So I just interpreted the word problem. The number taken from 98, that's 98 minus x, equals the number added to 44. So to get the number, we collect like terms. 98 move plus 44 to the left hand side to meet his brother here. Plus 44 changes to minus 44 equals, okay, minus 44 equals, this is x. Now move minus x to the right hand side to meet x. Minus x, as it crosses the equals to sign, it changes to plus x. So, x plus x is 2x. 98 minus 44. Let me arrange it for you. Minus 44. 8 minus 4 is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. So we have 55. To get the number which we've represented by x, we divide both sides by 2. 2 cancels 2. X equals 5 divided by 2. How many times can 5 be divided by 2? 2 times remainder 1. Okay? So 1 on top of 4 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay? So 54 divided by 2 will give me 27. Alright? So we are done with question 12. You can see that it's very easy. Okay? Now let's look at question 13. I am a number. If I am added to 14, you get the same answer as if I am subtracted by 40. What number am I? So let the number be x. Okay, like I said, I love using x. If I'm added to 14, you have 14 add x to this, you get the same answer equals to if I am subtracted from 40, 40 minus x. To get the number, we collect like terms, alright? So, bring minus x to the left hand side and move 14 to the right hand side. So x minus x crosses this equals to sign. It will change to plus x at the left hand side equals, this is 40. As minus 14 moves to the right hand side, sorry, this 14 is positive. So as positive 14 crosses this equals to sign to the right hand side, it will change to minus 14. X plus x will give me 2x equals 40 minus 14. Borrow 1 from 4, 3. 10. 10 minus 4, 6. 3 minus 1, 2. This will give me 26. To get the number represented by x, I'll divide both sides by 2. Divide the side by 2, divide the right hand side by 2. 2 cancel 2. 26 divided by 2 is 13. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, let's look at question 14. This will be the last question for today. The difference between 45 and 92 is 3 more than twice a number. What is the number? Let's take it bit by bit. Difference here means subtraction. So the difference between 45 and 92, 92 the bigger number minus 45 equals 3 more than twice the number. Let the number be x. Twice the number will be 2x, isn't it? X plus x equals 2x. That's twice the number. 3 more than twice, that's 3 more than this. 3 more than, that's 3 plus 2x. That's 3 more than this. Alright? To get the number, let's subtract. 92 minus 45. Borrow 1 from 9 is 8. Put it here. 12 minus 5 is 7. 8 minus 4 is 4. So 92 minus 45 will give me 47 equals 3 plus 2x. Collect like terms. I'm going to move 3 to the left hand side so that 2x, I want it to stand on its own. So 47. 3 is a positive number. As it crosses the equals to sign to the left, it changes to minus 3 equals 2x at the right hand side. 47 minus 3 will give me 44 equals 2x. To get the number which is represented by x, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 2 cancel 2. 44 divided by 2 is 22. So, x equals 22. Therefore, what is the number? The number is 22. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I want you to subscribe to IDC YouTube channel if you've not done that, as I'll be bringing other interesting, at least challenging, back-breaking videos. But in our next video, we will be looking at multiplication and division, but we won't be doing the conventional how to divide or how to multiply. Rather, we are going to pick those challenging questions that will give you advantage in the exam you are preparing for, and then we'll go through it together. For now, bye.